Alright then. Hellbound demo from last year. Classic first person, I'm reading this off Steam, classic first person shooter style game. Like the good old days, an action game focused on speed, gore guns and metal music, yeah, right, whatever. Didn't like Doom have like some like weird electro tinkling, and Quake was dark ambient? Inspired by 90s classics with modern visuals and audio. Described as PC gamer, Hellbound is a hardcore 90s inspired shooter for true warriors. Right, okay, yeah, big fucking guns, blah blah blah, you better be fucking ready. Back to the basics. Play a game inspired by 90s classics like Doom, Quake and Duke Nukem 3D. Okie dokie. So I'm kind of hoping this will be something like a mixture between, yeah, Quake, that sort of stuff, maybe a bit of Painkiller, a bit of like Doom 2016. You know, sounds like they've got their ideas right. So we'll see what happens.
I'm taking back this planet, one motherfucker at a time.
Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention is the protagonist apparently has some sort of character, and that character is being complete and utter cliched, boring as fuck bellend. And also, what the... Oh, is this like motion blur? Yeah, this is like proper true 90s motion blur here. Yeah. Is there a way to turn that shit off? Options. Decrypt video. Motion blur on. Jesus shitballs. No. Okay, now I feel like I'm actually moving somewhere. So, well, it's got all the colours. It's got all the glowing things. You run, you kind of trot. So, yeah, this was the sound of me trying to stuff my prolapse in, like after the last time I had like a post-curry shitathon. So, E to interact. Oh, right, is that just like back in the 90s then? Fucking hell. Well, they've got the grey and brown aesthetic nailed, ish. So yeah, you've got the obligatory weapon bob, head bob.
Head crusher.
What? Oh yeah, you know, I remember that. I remember that. That was an integral part of my formative gaming years, playing. Why do I no longer have? Okay, that's interesting. I no longer have a working weapon. What the crap? Can I change to a weapon? No, it actually doesn't. It's only a demo. I don't mind if it's buggy as fuck. Is that it? Is that it? So it's definitely rocking the lurid coloured lighting vibe. I mean, this is, yeah, pretty much, this is Quake in a nutshell, really, yeah. Having said that, I mean, yeah, graphics alright, scenery's alright. Everything kind of blends into one a little bit, like everything's just like a mess of brown scenery with enemy camouflage against the walls is pretty good. So, right, okay. That gives me, do I have, is that, okay. Well, this is, yeah, this is definitely a thing. This is orange and kind of like green complementary colours or something. There may be a reason for this, for God's sake. Damage feedback seems kind of poor because I'm actually quite low health. And Very, quite snipey, which is... What the fuck? Is this like Sniper Elite or something? There is actually something. Right, well, Trot, 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 trot. Footstep noises up. Can't open it. Just imagining like a fat man on the shitter. Not that I'm a fat man. It's that kind of straining, constipative straining. Okay, so do those do it? Ooh, okay, plant spawn bullets. So this is... Oh god. I'm in the lava. Nope. Right, so that was effective. I mean, it's certainly got that classic 90s mortar enemies sniping you from afar in a bright orange and putrid kind of off-green arena thing. But it's kind of what I remember of 90s shooters anyway. Or is it? God, can't say. Most of the games of this ilk have too little damage, too much damage feedback. Sends you fucking sideways all over the screen. This could do with any at all, to be honest. But it is a game for true warriors. Obviously, I'm not enough of a true warrior. So, yeah, and it's got... Oh god. I mean, look at... Can you... It's all a bit fucking... something. Okay. What is this knob weasel doing? Oh, it's another gun.
Triple shotgun.
Right, so the... do I have to, like, replay this again? Jesus fucking Christ. So the Unreal Tournament style, sub-Unreal Tournament budget basement announcer voices are...
I'm taking back this planet, one motherfucker at a time.
Did anyone remember that announcer? I mean, you had... Yeah, Duke Nukem kind of said that, did he? I don't even remember playing Duke. Get the fuck out of my face, you...
Head crusher.
Where is the... Right, well, I've got a lot of fucking health and armour to catch up now, haven't I? Jesus, fuck. Yeah, the weapon... I mean, what the fuck are they firing at you? It's like golf balls or... like pus they've just squeezed out their faces? Right, let's see if I can get this. Oh god, is there any point even trying? So yeah, it's kind of like dripping in charismaless, cliched cheese. The game feel is... it's kind of as off as you'd expect, really. Why am I stuck in it?
Triple shotgun.
The announcer is abysmal. The main character is abysmal. There's something to be said for protagonists who are just... they're not really there, they're just in the background, you're playing them. If you're going to have to adopt a personality, try and make sure that it's not a fucking awful one. Have we got bouncing items? Well... yes, great bouncing. Oh, there is level design. There's definitely level design here. I mean, I don't know what it's all about, why it's here, but it's here. Is that a red key? Blood taking over the whole screen is maybe not entirely necessary. Why did it change me to... right, okay. Seems to have this sort of penchant for if I'm sort of vaguely in the vicinity of the mouse wheel, like if I'm actually holding the mouse, it assumes I'm pressing the mouse wheel and assumes that I'm wanting to change to fist, because that's obviously the best plan. When dealing with enemies you have to snipe from half a map away. Anyway, what is... yes, well... it's very... were 90s shooters like this big and open? So sort of a mixture of like... Horde? No, it's not really Horde, is it? What the fuck are these like anorexic pumpkin-headed twats all about anyway? I mean, there are definitely monsters, whether there's a purpose or an actual kind of bestiary. What did a thing? I mean, I would say as a sort of action-focused game goes, it definitely seems to be an action-focused game. As a sort of modern recreation of 90s games go, I mean, it's kind of lacking focus, lacking purpose to the theme. The bestiary is, so far, doesn't really convince me. The lurid lighting is... I suppose it looked quite good in grayscale. Damage feedback is poor. Gun wobbling is kind of annoying. What else? Something else. Oh yeah, main character is appalling. Announcer is just as appalling. Gameplay has rather more sniping than I would expect. Yeah, the kind of the jumping effects sort of have to be heard to be believed, or maybe not heard at all would be actually better. The level of graphical coherency is quite okay, although this is actually green. This is why I'm confused. This is made out of green stuff, is it? It's made out of green stuff, but it's got orange lighting, but then some bits are kind of orange. Okay. Am I supposed to be going up here? Is this a thing? Oh, this looks bollocks. It lacks a kind of focus and tautness. The enemies kind of blurring into the background. They're just like this. What are these like? What? What in what? Do I go up somewhere? Oh, there's steps. Do I actually? Press E to interact. Was there a thing there? I guess it could be seen to be like sort of 90s style FPS by people who'd never played a 90s style FPS, for people who'd never played a 90s style FPS. But maybe they sort of heard about it. Maybe they sort of, is that shitting noise? They were sort of vaguely aware of the concept of like movement speeds and goriness and stuff, but sort of not really grasped anything else. What? I mean, hell, recreate a 90s style FPS in this engine with kind of like done by people who weren't actually colourblind, then sure, yeah, it could work. Press E to interact. Oh, it's the Gabba remix of pressing E to interact. What am I supposed to be fucking interacting? Is that just the secret? Or is that a different secret? Piss off out of the way. Running around like a fucking... What am I supposed to be doing? Where is it all going? Do I need to get up there? Do I need to... Ah, there we go. Okay, so here's a thing. You seem to have just as violent a red screen flash from picking up health and armour, or picking up health, as you... They're not shy with the colour lighting, Jesus. Picking up health as you do from taking damage. Actually, no, I'd say definitely get more of an effect when I collected that red health up there. Right, now I'm down to fuck all. Well, whatever. Yeah, bouncing items too, they can fucking do one. Oh, stop. Was that it? I finished it! I did it! Oh my god. That's great. I never have to do it again. Yeah. I mean, this is kind of like, this screen is straight off Doom's, kind of, isn't it? With the power and all that stuff. Not probably the main thrust of what I'd have taken from that era. You know, some kind of atmosphere, viscerality, a protagonist you don't want to dip head first into a fucking sausage making machine. Well, there you go. And this is a year old. It's probably worth checking out again since the retro FPS 90s style shooter scene has continued to put out almost nothing of interest. Yeah. So there we go. Go and I don't know what you'd go and do with this. Go and look at the Steam page and then don't install it. That'd be a great one.